I was screaming. I was telling him to stop. It was incredibly painful. And he was acting like it was nothing.
It was something just to get everybody like on the same level, and it was a way for me to get like, my friends from Harlem.
Filed anonymously under the names John Doe and Jane Doe, some plaintiffs fear for their safety, saying Diddy threatened to kill them. 3 of the accusers claimed they were.
A new lawsuit has brought the most alarming accusations yet against Diddy. The case, filed by a 17-year-old identified as John Doe, alleges disturbing acts of manipulation and abuse. According to the lawsuit, Diddy used his influence to lure the teenager to a Manhattan penthouse 2 years ago. The boy, hoping for an opportunity in the music industry, thought this would be his big break. However, the night took a dark turn. John Doe claimed that the event started with Diddy playing the role of a gracious host. He greeted the teenager warmly, offered him a drink, and engaged in light conversation about the music business. Diddy reportedly promised to help the teen launch his career. But after consuming the drink, John Doe began feeling disoriented and realized something was wrong. He later suspected the drink had been spiked and claims to have photographic evidence of the tool allegedly used for this purpose. The situation escalated when John Doe was led into a bedroom where others were engaging in explicit activities. Diddy then allegedly forced himself on the teen, while the others in the room carried on as if nothing was happening. Feeling terrified, John Doe managed to ask for permission to use the restroom.
Once I was in a helpless position and he was sure that he was in a position of power, then he took advantage of the situation.
Once there, he called a friend to come and pick him up. The lawsuit states that this friend is prepared to testify about the victim's emotional state that night. This case recalls another lawsuit filed against Diddy and Jay-Z by a Jane Doe, who accused them of inappropriate behavior at the VMAs when she was just 13 years old. Similar to John Doe, she reportedly called her father to rescue her. Both Diddy and Jay-Z have denied these allegations, and Jay-Z is actively fighting to have that case dismissed. One key factor that sets John Doe's case apart is the alleged existence of physical evidence, a photo of the instrument Diddy reportedly used to spike the teen's drink. If authentic, this evidence could be highly incriminating. Combined with the testimony of Doe's friend, it paints a grim picture for Diddy. Predictably, Diddy and his legal team have denied the allegations, dismissing them as an attempt to tarnish his reputation. John Doe's ability to secure evidence, despite Diddy's meticulous efforts to cover his tracks, is remarkable.
He says Diddy referred to these alleged parties as Wild King Nights and claimed they sometimes lasted for days with multiple women involved.
According to past claims, Diddy went to great lengths to erase all evidence of his controversial activities. A former assistant disclosed that cleaning up after Diddy's infamous parties wasn't just routine. It was a deliberate effort to remove any incriminating material. The assistant alleged they were required to dispose of compromising videos, bodily fluids, and other paraphernalia. Another lawsuit by former senior executive assistant Philip Pines detailed Diddy's alleged Wild King Nights.
In his suit, Pines says Diddy also made him clean up the mess too. Oh God, I hope he wore a biosuit, like a biohazard suit. Removing any evidence of condoms and toys, plus cleaning up stains from bodily fluids and urine.
These were not ordinary parties, but events that allegedly involved elaborate preparations, including arranging substances, alcohol, and specific items like baby oil and industrial-grade equipment. Pines also claimed he was pressured into inappropriate acts to prove his loyalty, and that these parties often lasted for days. Cleanup duties after such events reportedly included removing all traces of bodily fluids and evidence to avoid scrutiny or hotel fees. In a separate and equally disturbing case, a woman referred to as Jane Doe has come forward with allegations against Diddy. She claims that when she was 16 years old and working as a babysitter in Manhattan, Diddy and 2 male associates offered her a ride home. Initially hesitant, she eventually accepted after repeated offers, a decision she deeply regretted. Instead of taking her home, the car drove to an unfamiliar location.
Did I ever tell y'all some of those names under there? No, you don't know. Why? Because I never said it. So if something happens to them, I didn't say it.
Did I? The whole world can vouch for that. I didn't do it. I know better. I know how the justice system is rigged.
With Diddy's lawsuits piling up,
According to Jane Doe, Diddy gave her a drink to calm her, but it left her feeling disoriented. The lawsuit alleges that she was then subjected to a traumatic incident at this unknown location. Jane Doe, the former babysitter, alleges that she was subjected to a traumatic incident after being given a drink containing an unknown substance. The experience left her physically and emotionally devastated. Her claim also highlights the complicity of Diddy's associates, making the situation even more disturbing. According to her account, Diddy spoke to her while she walked home at night.
Combs was sitting in a car with the door open. Combs engaged her in conversation, asking where she was going so late at night, and that it was not safe for her to be walking alone. She advised Combs that she lived around the corner, was familiar with the neighborhood, and would be fine. Combs offered a ride home several times, which she continued to refuse.
Offering her a ride multiple times. Initially refusing, she eventually accepted. Instead of taking her home as promised, the car went to a different location where the alleged incident occurred. Jane Doe was then abandoned at her apartment lobby, adding to the cruelty of the experience. Jane Doe has chosen to remain anonymous to the public, but shared her name privately with Diddy's legal team, allowing them to investigate her claims. Her attorney, Michael Rubin, emphasized that this decision was made to protect her from public scrutiny and harassment, as survivors often face shame and judgment from those who don't understand their experiences. This case aligns with a broader pattern seen in accusations against Diddy, involving exploitation and manipulation. Many of his alleged victims were young individuals seeking opportunities in the entertainment industry, which Diddy is accused of exploiting repeatedly. His legal team has denied all allegations, labeling them baseless and accusing the plaintiffs of seeking monetary compensation. Meanwhile, attention has turned to the recent California wildfires, with conspiracy theories emerging about their connection to Hollywood scandals, including Diddy's. These fires have caused widespread destruction, but some claim their timing is suspicious, given the looming lawsuits against Diddy. Online theories suggest that the fires may have been deliberately set to destroy evidence related to Diddy's cases and other Hollywood controversies. Comparisons are being drawn to previous incidents, such as the 2018 Malibu fires and the Maui wildfires of 2023, where specific homes were destroyed while others remained untouched. This pattern has fueled speculation that certain properties tied to high-profile figures may have been targeted intentionally. Public figures like Joe Rogan have even commented on the strange timing of these events, hinting at potential connections between the fires and ongoing scandals. What do you think about these claims and allegations? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on this unfolding drama.